Happy we were able to win. I managed that game a little differently than I would, other games to start off with. I give a lot of credit to Franklin. We scheduled him for a reason. I spent 3 years in Lincoln, Nebraska, which is where Nebraska Wesleyan is, which is a fantastic Division III program, where Coach comes from, and worked under outstanding coach out there, and he's doing a great job at Franklin. He's got a veteran team that played a lot of games together, and he's doing a great job, and they exposed us in a lot of ways. I thought our initial pressure coming out of the game, we did not start the game very well. Once we got our athleticism into it in the first half, we were able to separate, and then the second half came out same way. So we got to make some changes there, where we're getting off to better starts in both halves, because it's been a consistent thing through scrimmages and games. And then just disappointed in our sloppiness to have 19 turnovers against a defense that basically didn't guard you, was a lot of selfishness. You got to be able to attack gaps and spray it and make the next pass and move it. There were some things that we tried to get into the game that we never got put into the game. And I was not going to micromanage them offensively. I was going to make them play through it, put them through some tough things, make them figure it out. So we can. I felt like that was the best way we can grow as a team. I knew we were going to win. Had a chance we were going to win this game. Okay, but I wanted our guys to have to play through some difficult things, because it's the only way they're going to learn. And until we start moving the ball and moving people better, we're going to struggle, and then that affects you on the defensive end. But happy with the win. I'm disappointed in some of our play, not all of it, but some of our play. We got to get better.
You said 19 turnovers. Do you think that's just maybe a struggle with a new roster?
No. I think it's a struggle with guys trying to do, just forcing things for personal reasons. How do you play against Georgia State, who is a very athletic and physical team, and turn over 6 times? And I thought we played selfish there tonight. We drill passing and ball handling every day. We play off 2 feet. We're running through passes. We're dribbling through 3 guys. Wansey's a very good player, trying to dribble through a press through 3 guys. You're going to turn the ball over. Pass the ball. All right? Just make the easy basketball play. The basketball gods will reward you for it. Trust me, I believe in them. They're real. You play the game the right way, and good things happen. And we've got to do a much better job of articulating the right way to play to our guys, to where they understand it, to where they can execute.
Peyton, I know you had 17 points tonight. Coach said in the first game you had some cramping issues. Did you experience anything like that tonight?
No, I was good. I was fine.
So this was your first game back at Worthing in like a year and a half. How did it feel?
Felt great. Felt good to see the fans there. See my family was good. Just put on a jersey, put the number 5 jersey on. It was great. It was great feeling.
And kind of on that same note, Jamar, this was your first game in a Cardinal uniform at Worthing. How'd that feel?
It felt great. I liked how the fans was in, gave us good energy. We just got to be better for the fans.
Coach, there were a few moments, I know there were a few technicals in the game. Do you think this roster handled that situation well?
Well, the first one, I'm not too upset with. Ethan's is unacceptable. We don't do that here. It's not what we're about, especially when you have somebody, the team like Franklin in, that is doing us a favor by coming in here and playing. They get one opportunity to play in this type of atmosphere, and we were able to provide that. You don't act that way, and that's not why Ethan's here. I've discussed that with Ethan. He knows he's better than that. I don't expect that to be an issue again, but we don't. That's unacceptable here. It goes to the mentality that we had coming into this game, and this game wasn't going individually the way people wanted, and their frustration showed. And it showed in their play, and it showed in that type of reaction.
Right.
The first one, I thought it was a cheap foul. The cheap shot that they took, very hard foul on him. Guys standing up for their teammate, I got no problem. I didn't think it was officiated the whole night extremely well, but I had no problem with that.
Jamar, kind of your first 2 games with this group, what are your takeaways from the first 2 games?
From the game, I just see as a team, we just had to play more together. Try to get each other more involved. Once something not going somebody's way, we got to pick them up and just be stronger as a unit.
And then, Coach, I know 2 games now. What did you see improve in today's game, you think?
I'm gonna have to watch the film before I answer that, because right now, just off the top of my head, I'm just frustrated with how we're operating as a team. I don't think we're doing that extremely well, and I think some guys are frustrated because it may not be going their way, and they've got to get past that and understanding that winning is the most important thing, and if they're not about winning, then this is not the place for them.
Do you think getting the first win of the season maybe can help with that, or do you think these guys should already be motivated?
No, I mean, listen, no disrespect, but we played Franklin, okay? If we'd have performed better against Georgia State, maybe you feel differently, right? But we've got a long way to go, and we're no different than a lot of teams. I think, just talking to other coaches, a lot of teams are struggling with the same issues, getting guys to come together and perform as a team. Some teams are way ahead in that area than others. We're way behind, in my opinion. We've got a long way to go. But we have real ability on this team. We have good, talented players. They've just got to become a team.
And then tonight, you guys had, I feel like, a lot more free throws in the first game. Know the numbers from the first game, but what do you think maybe changed for these guys to get more opportunities at the foul line?
We were playing a team that wasn't nearly as athletic as us, not nearly as big as us, so they're at a disadvantage the whole time. The game was officiated completely differently, right? But Franklin was at a disadvantage from the time they got off the bus, right? We did what we were supposed to do as far as exploiting that and getting to the free throw line, and I called about 3 actions all night. Other than that, I let our guys play out of flow and trying to get those guys to figure that out and play through it. Obviously, we took advantage of some things the second half and getting him, in a top-down situation that gave him some problems. But these guys have to learn to play with each other and getting that ball moving and popping and cutting the right way, where we can create some gaps so we have some guys that can make some drives. But every time somebody catches it, they want to put it and then everybody's just gapped up, and then they try to drive through a gap and then they take their ball. You got to be able to pass and get through and create a long gap and straight line drive and draw 2 and kick it and then long closeout. Now you can attack the next one. When we do it, it's really good, right? We're pretty good at it in practice at times. But when we get in the game and the lights come on, we want to go get ours, and that's where our struggle is right now.
Coach, nearly everybody got some minutes tonight. Is that you still trying to figure out rotations?
I wanted guys to get the opportunity to play. I think we only had 2 guys play over 20 minutes. I wanted to get some guys some game time, some minutes. We had some guys that didn't play the other night. I wanted to make sure and get them on the floor. I'm not here to embarrass Franklin, right? I got a lot of respect for their coaching staff. I got a lot of respect for their university. I got a lot of respect for their athletic director. I'm not here to embarrass them. Okay, they did us a favor by coming up here and playing. Gave us an opportunity to play against a style that we're going to see a couple more times throughout the year. We got to be better at it. So I was going to play. If I was worried about putting on some kind of I wanted to get our team better. That's the most important thing. You win the game, you get your team better. I'm not into trying to prove anything else.
You guys got a great game out of TJ Burks, a freshman off the bench in one of his first games. Can we expect to see him kind of work his way into the rotations?
Yeah, TJ's done some good things. He had a really good scrimmage. TJ's going through the progression of going from a high school guard to a college guard. And a high school guard, what I mean by that, is a guy that just makes plays all for himself. Yeah, and he's got some real ability. I'm excited about what he can become. His progression is, being able to be a college guard and run a team and lead a team and get a team in the offense and then making the correct decisions. Right now, he had no assist tonight. You got to be able to get your team involved and get the ball where it needs to go. Now he's got a lot of ability, and I'm super excited about it. But that's where he's at right now. And then just consistently competing on the defensive end, because he's got some athleticism, some quickness. He can cause some problems, right? But right now he's got to be able to understand and direct a team, and that's difficult as people progress.
Coach, you got Dayton next. I know going from a D3 school to a bigger D1, is the mindset different when you have to turn around and play a team like that?
Not for me. Obviously, I think it is for these guys. And until that changes, we're not going to reach our ceiling, right? But these guys know who Dayton is. Okay. I don't anticipate having the problems that we've had the last 2 days and trying to get guys to prepare. When preparation is an inconvenience for your team, you're setting yourself up to lose. And if we'd have played anybody at our level, we'd have lost tonight. Okay, because our preparation for the last 2 days was an inconvenience for too many of our guys.
And then for players, I kind of asked that question to you guys. How does the mindset change?
Just, I mean, any game's any game. It's not just little school, big school. I think we just gotta play together and just play better defensively and stuff like that, and just practice harder too. But once we figure those things out, I think we'll be pretty good.
Yeah, I look at it like it don't matter who we playing. It's a game. We gotta go in and try to destroy our opponent. Either it don't matter who it is.
That's all I got.
All right.